Hi, welcome back to an episode of the Guns Book Club in the Bones. Book Club, yeah. And today, guys, we have an extremely special episode because today, guys, on episode number 347, guys. So many episodes, and I really like it, guys. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And the important for me on the channel, welcome back. My name is Zeki. And I'm the host. And this podcast, guys, we're working together on an English speaking level, learning level, and on communication skill to stand in front of the camera and to communicate well from the camera. I'm doing this podcast because I truly believe that English is the number one tool that teaches one of us must go on to be successful in life. And the second tool is going to personality is not to be better from the camera. And if you take those two skills and you can combine them together, you can create content to the internet, and you can influence billions of people all around the world. It's time to comment to work on stuff. And I hope that by sharing with you guys my journey, my ups and downs, my failures, my success, the obstacles that I was facing from podcasting 5 extreme episodes per week and overcome them. I've inspired people like you. Maybe like you, the ladies and gentlemen that are watching this podcast right now, like you, to also do the same, to also work on English and share the message of the world, inspire the world, and just appear on the camera. Mia. And I hope you will find this podcast interesting, guys. And today, guys, you see, we take ourselves vacation. It's a space vacation, and went to a new dimension. Me. We moved to fly. We moved to other world, and we are on a spaceship. It's like a spaceship, and if you want to join me, you can join me on the next and 3, 2, 1, bam, you can find this great account on and the ticket, and you can book your ticket on Good Fun, and this great account upload to Good Fun Bananas and Manora on 4th of August 2013, guys. Almost 10 years ago, and damn, guys, almost 9 years ago, and damn, guys, it's already downloaded 4,000 times, guys. So you see, as I always tell you, you put your content on the internet, you never, and of course, we like it because we want to show our appreciation to the artists who made this game content for Menorah. And you see, guys, you put your content on the internet, you might not get the views right away, but you never know who is going to watch it. And how you're going to influence people to just do it, guys. And if you want to download the picture, guys, you just need to choose the resolution from here. Press download. Right click on the picture, go to Shmirat Mnat B'Shem, enable on set pictures in English, and type down comment below. I want it in our language, and all of us, we need to guess from all the community. We guess, we need, can play the game, guess from where I am, and we need to guess from where you are around the world and the universe. It's going to be a really nice game. As you can see me, right now I'm in this beautiful space. Guys, so you press Shmirat Mnat B'Shem set pictures. Choose one to save it on a computer. Press save. And kabam, just like that, you will get this game back on the computer. So thank you very much for the artists who made this game back on. Thank you very much for Manor for sharing this game back on fast. And I just add. Still recording. Okay. Guys, today, guys, we'll continue our journey with influence, the psychology of persuasion. What we currently got a really great book, and I really love it, and I really enjoy it. And today, we're going to finish chapter number 3. So, are you excited about it as I am? Let's finish it. Guys, if you want to check out this account, if you want to check out what we can need the social media accounts and influence the psychology of persuasion, you got all the internet in the description below, so make sure to check them out and enjoy them and learn from them. And guys, if anyone of you have any suggestion for me, I can put myself on the podcast, or if anyone want to go on the podcast, be a guest of the podcast, show message around, inspire the world, and make a difference in the game. And if I got time with me in English, because you know I'm a really nice guy, please tell me in the comment below so we can arrange it. And guys, you're almost welcome to share if you learn something new with the channel, maybe something else said, or maybe you have your own life lesson, or maybe you learned something with a book, maybe you learned your own life lessons from somewhere else. So maybe someone tried to apply the technique that we learned in the book on you. Please share it with us in the comment section below, so all of the community can enrich our life and improve ourselves thanks to your wisdom. So thank you very much in advance. And bonus thing, guys, before we move to the book, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the podcast, If you yourself to use the channel, please consider to share your support by liking the video, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, and put the application manager if you get it on each time. This extremely exciting episode on coming to YouTube, and there's going to be five extremely exciting episodes per week. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and push the notification bell so you will get it when those extreme episodes are coming to YouTube. And today, guys, it's 25 on April 2022, and subcount we have two sub accounts, and total views of 347 total views. Yeah, 347, 347, you can see. Episode 347, total views 347. Let's go. And the current episode that I released today, it's episode 342. So now, guys, after we finish all the introduction, we just right into the book. So, Persuasion, the Psychology of Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini, page 93 to 96. Read with the legend of Mr. John, please. Mr. John, please. Mr. John, please. So, boy, AK, yeah. Let's go. And today we continue our journey with the example of the lady and Robert. She tried to sell him something, and how how you said it, respond when he exposed her. See, look, what I told you doing your fake so it doesn't matter. I refuse to allow myself to be locked into a mechanical sequence of commitment and consistency when I know it's wrong-headed. No click veer for me, lady. Huh? See, currently. Okay, let me put it this way. 1. It would be stupid of me to spend money on something I don't want. 2. I have it on excellent authority direct from my stomach that I don't want your entertainment plan. And 3. Therefore, if you still believe that I will buy it, you probably also still believe in the tooth fairy. Surely, someone as intelligent as yourself would be able to understand that. Lady, trapped like a stunning young rat? Well, I guess so. Don't, guys. Don't be trying to be arrogant. It's the how to be influenced a friend and influence people. Don't be arrogant, guys. Let the other guy, let the other man to keep his respect and dignity. And don't try to humiliate him, like to show that I'm better than you. Just tell the woman, okay, thank you very much. I need to consider it, and that it's later. Keep her respect. Don't insult her, in my opinion. Stomachs are not especially perceptive for subtle organs. Only when it is obvious that we are about to be conned are they likely to register and transmit that message. At other times, when it is not clear that we are being taken, our stomach might never catch on. Under those circumstances, we have to look elsewhere for a clue. The situation of my neighbor Sarah provides a good illustration. She made an important commitment to Tim by canceling her prior marriage plans. That commitment has grown its own supports, so that even though the original reasons for the commitment are gone, she remains in harmony with it. She has convinced herself with a newly formed resolve that she did the right thing. So she stayed with him. It is not difficult to see why there would be no tightening in Sarah's stomach as a result. Stomachs tell us when we are doing something we think is wrong for us. Sarah thinks no such thing. To her mind, she has chosen correctly and is behaving consistently with the choice. Yes, yet. Unless I badly miss my guess, there is a part of Sarah that recognizes and shows as a mistake and her current living arrangement as a brand of foolish consistency. Where exactly, that part of Sarah is located, we can't be sure. But our language does give it a name. Art of arts. It is, by definition, the one place where we cannot fool ourselves. It is a place where none of our justifications, none of our realizations penetrate. Sarah is the truth. Sarah is the truth here. Sarah is the truth there. Although right now she can't hear its signal clearly through the noise and the static of the new support apparatus she has erected. If Sarah is earned in her choice of team, how long could she go without clearly recognizing it? Without having a massive art of arts attack? There is no telling. One thing is certain, however. As time passes, the obvious alternatives to team are disappearing. She had better determine soon whether she is making a mistake. Easier said than done, of course. She must answer an extremely she must answer an extremely intricate question. Knowing what I now know, if I could go back in time, would I make the same choice? The problem lies in the knowing what I know now. Part of the question. Just what does it, just what does she now know currently about him? Just what does she now know accurately about him? How much of what she thinks of him is a result of a desperate attempt to justify the commitment she made? She claims that a sincere decision to take him back. She cares for her more. He cares for her more. He's trying hard to stop his excessive drinking. Is learned to make a wonderful omelette, etc. Having tasted a couple of his omelettes, I have my doubts. I have my doubts. The important issue, though, is whether she believes those things, not just intellectually. We can play such mind games on ourselves, but in an art of arts. There might be a little device someone can use to find out how much of her current certification with team is real and how much is foolish. Consistency. Accumulating psychological evidence indicates that we experience our feelings toward something a split second before we can intellectualize about it. My suspicion is that the message sent by the art of arts is a pure basic feeling. Therefore, if we train ourselves to be attentive, we should register it over we should register it ever so slightly before our cognitive apparatus engages. According to this approach, were Sarah, were Sarah to ask herself the crucial, would I make the same choice again? Question. She would be well advised to look for and trust the first flash of feeling she experienced in response. It would likely be the signal from her out of arts, slipping through, slipping through undistorted just before the means by which she could kill herself flooded in. I began using the same device myself whenever I even suspect I might be acting in a foolish, consistent manner. Off time, for instance, I had stopped at the self-service pump of a filling station advertising a price per gallon a couple of cents below the rate of other stations in the area. But with pump nozzles in hand, I noticed that the price listed on the pump was 2 cents higher than the display sign price. When I mentioned the difference to a passing attendant, who I later learned was the owner, he mumbled unconvincingly that the rates had changed a few days ago, but there hadn't been time to correct the display. To correct the display, I tried to decided. I tried to decide what to do. Some reasons for staying came to mind. I really do need gasoline badly. I really do need gasoline badly. This pump is available, and I'm in sort of a hurry. I think I remember that my car runs better on this brand of gas. I think I remember that my car runs better on this brand of gas. I needed to determine whether those reasons were genuine or mere justifications for my decision to stop them. So I asked myself the crucial question: knowing what I know about the real price of this gasoline, if I could go back in time, would I make the same choice again? Concerning, Concentrating on the first burst of impression I sensed. The answer was clear and unqualified. I would have driven right past. I wouldn't even have slowed down. I knew I knew then that without the price advantage, those other reasons would not have brought me there. They hadn't created the decision. The decision had created them. They hadn't created the decision. The decision had created them again. That settled. That settled. There was another decision to be faced, though. To be faced, though. Since I was already there holding those, wouldn't it be better to use it than to suffer the inconvenience of going elsewhere to pay the same price? Fortunately, the station attendant owner came over and helped me make up my mind. He asked why I wasn't pumping any gas. I told him I didn't like the price discrepancy, and he said with a snarl, "Listen, nobody's gonna tell me how to run my business. If you think I'm cheating you, just put those down right now and get off my property as fast as you can. Do it, bad. Already certain he was a cheat. He already certain he was a cheat. I was happy to act consistently with my belief in these wishes. I drove the hose on the spot and drove over it on my way to the closet exit. Sometimes consistency can be a marvelously rewarding thing. Titles: Readers reports from a woman living in Portland, Oregon. I was walking through downtown Portland on my way to lunch. I was walking through downtown Portland on my way to lunch appointment when a young attractive man stopped me with a friendly smile and a powerful line. Excuse me, I am involved in a contest and I need a good looking woman like yourself to help me win. I was truly skeptical since I know there are many more attractive women than myself running around. However, I was caught off guard and was curious to find out what he wanted. He explained that he would receive points for a constant for a contest by getting total strangers to give him a kiss. Now I consider myself a fairly level-headed person who shouldn't have believed in his line, but he was quite persistent. And since I was almost late for my lunch appointment, I thought, what the heck? I will give the guy a kiss and get out of here. So I did something totally against my common sense and pecked this total stranger on the cheek in the middle of downtown Portland. I thought that would be the end of it. I thought that would be the end of it. But as soon, but but I soon learned that it was just the beginning. Much to my distress, he followed the kiss with the line, "You're a great kisser." But the real context I'm involved is in you're a great kisser. But the real contest I'm involved in is to sell magazine subscriptions. You must be an attractive person. Would any of those magazines interest you? At this point, I should have sludged the guy and walked away. But somehow, because I had complied with his initial request, I felt I need to be consistent, and I complied with his second request. Yes, much of my own disbelief. Yes, much to my own disbelief, I actually subscribe to Sky magazine, which I occasionally enjoy reading, but I had no intention of subscribing to the channel, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Gave him a $5 initial subscription fee, and left as quickly as possible, feeling quite frustrated with what I had just done and not understanding why I had done it. Although it still pains me to think about it. In reflecting on the incident after reading your book, I've now figured out what happened. The reason this tactic worked so effectively is because one small commitments have been made. In this case giving a kiss. People tend to add justifications to support the commitment and then are willing to commit themselves further. In this situation, I justified complying with the second request because it was consistent with my initial action. If I had only listened to my stomach signs, I could have saved myself a lot of humiliation. By extracting a kiss. The salesman exploited the consistency principle in two ways. First, by the time he asked for her aid in the magazine contest, his prospect had already gone on record. With that kiss, as agreeing to help him win a contest. Second, it seems only natural. An example, congruent that if a woman feels positively, posi- that if a woman feels positively enough toward a man to kiss him, she should feel positively toward helping him out. Guys, guess what? This is the end of the episode. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really enjoy the fact that I really appreciate the fact that you choose to invest in me. And guys, I can't wait to see you all in tomorrow's episode of the Guys Book Club in the World Book Club menu. And we're going to start chapter 4, social proof. Truth are us. The world feeling alike, no one thinks very much. Walter Lippmann. So guys, yalla. I can't wait to see you all tomorrow, and until then, have a great time, take yourself, and as always, bye-bye. Have a great for the greatest motivation, the greatest for the time. Boy, AK. But today is Monday 25 on April 2022, and time now is 15:14. I finished today my second running showing of today, and the third in usual. in 4 weeks, about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I think it's 4 weeks, I'm going to run 5 weeks, I think. I'm going to run my 5 kilometer first marathon, it'll be savage, so let's go. יום שני, ה-25/4/2022, שעכשיו היא 3:14 דקות. אז היום סיימתי את האימון השלישי שלי, 3.5 מייל, נראה כמה זה בקילומטר. נראה לי זה 5, אבל זה מה שלפחות אני יכול לרוץ את המרתון, נלך לרוץ. קטלני, בסדר, יאללה, מה שיהיה. תן בראש, קדימה, בהצלחה, להתראות עכשיו שמוגלית, ספיסס.